Optimizers Unlimited presents Episode 25, Belief Bank by Brian Orton. If we were to think of our beliefs as a bank statement, would we be accruing a large balance or a deficit? Consider that question as you watch this video. Enjoy. Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may end up by really becoming incapable of doing it. On the contrary, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it at the beginning. Mahatma Gandhi. A businessman in Ohio was deep in debt and could see no way out. Creditors were closing in on him in 1920. Suppliers were demanding payments. He was exhausted and at the end of his rope, but decided to go out and take a walk, even though it was getting late. He came across a city park and sat on a bench, head in his hands, wondering if anything could save his company from bankruptcy. Suddenly, an old man appeared before him. "I can see that something is troubling you," he said. After listening to the businessman's woes, the old man said, "I believe I can help you." He asked the man his name, wrote out a check, and pushed it into his hand, saying, "Take this money, meet me here exactly 1 year from today, and you can pay me back at that time." Then he turned and disappeared into the darkness as quickly as he had appeared. The businessman saw in his hand a check for $500,000 signed by John D. Rockefeller, then one of the richest men in the world. "This eliminates my money worries in an instant," he realized. Instead of cashing the check immediately, the businessman decided to put the check in his safe. Just knowing it was there might give him the strength to work out a way to save his business, he thought. "If I need it, I will certainly cash it. What a feeling knowing I have this to fall back on." With renewed optimism, he negotiated better deals and extended terms of payments. He closed several big negotiations and sales skyrocketed. Within a few months, he was out of debt and making a lot of money again. Exactly 1 year later, he returned to the same city park with the uncashed check to return to John D. Rockefeller. At the agreed upon time, the old man appeared. But just as the businessman was about to hand back the check and share his success story, a nurse came running up and grabbed the old man. "I'm so glad I caught him," she cried. "I hope he hasn't been bothering you. He's always escaping from the rest home and telling people he's John D. Rockefeller." She guided the old man away by the arm. The astonished businessman just stood there, stunned. All year long, he'd been wheeling and dealing, buying and selling, making deals, convinced he had $500,000 behind him. Suddenly, he realized it wasn't the money, real or imagined, that had turned his life around. It was his newfound self-confidence that gave him the power to achieve anything he went after. Your reality really does reflect your strongest belief. As you think, so shall you become. Bruce Lee. Hey, if you could like this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Check out the other videos we have on YouTube.